Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity.
At
So,
once.
after a bit of
When
deliberation...
do you think you'll venture out again?
I'll stay home for a season after my return, but then I'll rejoin the hunts.
And then you'll embark on another journey, like this one.
Not in this lifetime.
But, yeah, after some deliberation, I figured, okay, I should probably wait until Palagina's available and have her pick that up. Because I don't believe she has any weapon specialists. Well, keywords, I don't believe she has a weapon specialization yet. If she does, Genuinely not sure what I'll do at that point. But yeah, obviously resting at the inn wasn't actually doing anything.
Oh, and if I find something good, you can have half.
What? Okay, this is unexpected. Yeah, cannot say I anticipated a herd of deer just suddenly attacking me. What the hell was that about?
At once.
Whew, good thing I sold most of my jewelry.
Seriously, what the hell was that about?
Slow and silent.
Alright, I'm hearing what sounds like maybe a war horn or something. Compass points west. There we go. Awesome. Boy, that was a lot quicker than I had anticipated.
I'd be glad to.
On the hunt. I'll stay out of sight.
Yeah, I know she has one. Yep, weapon-focused knight.
I'm here.
Ooh. Okay, quick save to make sure I don't drop the guy. Or gal. Okay, guy. I'm thinking... Yay! Okay, moving too quickly. Just continue the descent. Shit. Press on. Oh, nice! Yay! Woohoo! Awesome! Oh, thank you. I've been down there for so long, I thought I was done for. I'm heading back to town. Watch your step out here.
Slow and silent.
Okay.
The stench. Even worse when dead. Gut him and bring him.
Hi. Oh, awesome! Because I managed to make peace with them before, I do not get attacked now. Lovely. So now I genuinely feel... Well, I still don't feel great about having killed the ogres in the cave, but...
I can do that. A simple test. That's settled.
Fine, Arquebus. There we go. Ooh, man. Yeah, that expedition got the
Absolutely.
got butchered.
Oh, and if I find something good, you can have half.
Battered shipment. Yep, Svef. I thought so. Exceptional stiletto.
I'm here.
A simple test. That's settled.
I'd be glad to.
Ow. Spell tongue. Inflicts deal 5-second duration from each benefit. Wow. Bracers of deflection, so... Duality of mortal... Okay, so he doesn't actually have one like that.
Yes?
Slow and silent.
I can do that. That's settled.
Bunch of chicken. Alright, back into the cave. Let's see. Oh, not too bad. Oh, and I did manage to catch... Well... I was frustrated because the squirrel I caught initially last night managed to actually chew its way out. It chewed a gap in the air holes in the kitty carrier. but I think it may even have caught the same one later on. Unfortunately, that one happened to get loose when I was trying to transfer it to something else. Oh, shit. Prayer against imprisonment. There we go. Ah, shit. There we go. Much better. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't do the high level one. Yes, barbaric yell at the tail end of the encounter.
I'm on the trail.
Exceptional arbalest. White Audra gems. That's gotta be worth a fair penny. That's gotta be worth a pretty penny. But anyway, I managed to transfer one to the other trap that doesn't work as well as the one I've got in the attic currently. So I'm hoping I'll be able to get a couple more. Or at least one, because I know there are at least two left. Since I had the one night and all three escaped. I've captured one since then. This is the second one I've captured. Or captured and kept captured. It's probably an important clarifier there. Who are you? Know a man by the name of Galvino? Exceptional large shield? I'm gonna buy it just to have it, I think. Better buy the robes back. Hood of Vortica. Well, it's not theft.
Quiet.
Step lightly.
Alright, save real quick. Oh, what was I just thinking? I lost my train of thought if I even had one to begin with.
I will walk unseen.
Uh-huh.
That's settled.
Is he a member of the Leaden Key? Because I wouldn't be the least bit surprised.
I'm on the trail.
Given the traps in the upper portion. Ooh, boy.
See now what the flame has shown us?
Oh. Shit.
Now this I haven't seen before.
I'd be glad to.
Whew, good thing I sold most of my jewelry.
Ow. Subject roster. Godondag, Longwash Falls, Bandit. Mequindusk. Mequinsdog, Imprima, some smuggler. Volksdog, murderer. Nice hair. Rittlingsdog, idiot who tried to knife me. Deverus, devil, just give me numbers. What the fuck did I just stumble into here?
I will walk unseen.
I mean, seriously, what the hell?
I'm on the trail.
Stand together!
One of them had the fighter ability, apparently.
Certainly.
Yeah? Arthur, were the...
Oh shit.
That's settled.
I'm here.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves. That's settled.
And that seems like a false wall. Oh, wait a minute there. There. It is.
And the fire shows me something new.
Ow.
I can do that. That's settled.
Huh.
Not a sound.
Taundra tears. Girdle of the Driving Wave. Okay, so...
I can do that. That's settled.
Scroll of Prayer Against Restraint.
I'll see what's ahead.
Yeah, I'm holding off on doing anything in there before I find out more. Because this strikes me as the kind of place where opening something up like the... Ooh, boy. Where opening something like that up might mean unleashing something that I really shouldn't have. Oh, God. There we go.
Got an arrow for this.
There we go. Alright, there's a machine sparking there.
I'll take a look.
What nuffer? Yeah, did not anticipate this when entering this little unassuming cabin.
I'll see what's ahead.
Zala is ready.
Oh, ow, 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 ow. Holy damn! Okay, the unstable construct hit like a fucking truck.
At once.
Well, hit like an exploding truck, I should say. And Ichimaka's way the hell up there.
That's settled.
I'll stay out of sight.
Medical. 3 weeks of hard work gone and a fully articulated frame with them. These crude materials are more unstable than expected, though no less expensive. I will try a more slower process. AC more electricity, perhaps? Too much electricity will require more subjects. Yeesh.
Prometheus?
I'm here.
Okay. Seems like a good time to just rest. Dining room. That's a false wall. Workshop key. I refuse to continue wasting my time with these stitchwork grotesqueries. What work is spent in granting the rotting corpse the feeblest spark of life is later tripled in repairs. Truly, they come apart at the seams. The sight of them in the corridors has come to disgust me. They hold nothing of the subject's vitality, intelligence, coordination, only a brute obedience. Flesh has too gentle a grasp upon the essence, that much is clear. Little wonder the fools at Brackenbury were willing to pawn these sorry specimens off so cheaply. Madicho, that stench. Oh, nice. Okay. Apparently I'm not perceptive enough, though. Actually, who has the highest perception? Come to think of it. 13, 11, 12, 15, 18. Really? Sagani's not able to spot it. Then again, she also wasn't able to
I'm on
spot
the
that
trail.
trap either. Oh, might and perception. Actually, let's see about crafting. Foods. +1 perception. +1 perception.
I'm here. Sure.
Yeah, I'll reload the save if that doesn't actually yield anything. Reloading the save I am, then. There we go. Yay, save's coming. I'll admit I rely on it entirely too much.
I'm here.
I can do that. That's settled.
Ha! Your money or your life, friend. Excuse me? Get a little lost, did we? There's a toll on these roads. 500 a copper, you'll have a new set of nostrils to breathe out of. We're not on the road. You really are lost. Tell you what, pay up and I'll point you to log home. That's a decent trade, isn't it? But you're in a cell. Look around you. A philosopher, is it? All of us trapped within the cages of our own iniquity? I'll have none of that. The door's right there. Be free. Hey, you're right. It's wide open.
I'm free. No cell can hold me.
Oh, God!
I'm here.
That was unexpected.
Oh, and if I find something good, you can have half.
Ooh. Ray of pain when hit by a critical strike. Huh. Okay. What booster? Okay, so I've got those. Zawa doesn't have any, so there we go. Actually, plus with the amount of times he's had to disengage. Sure.
I'm here.
I'll stay out of sight.
Holy shit.
Zawa.
Oh boy. There we go. Holy shit.
Quietly now.
Subject Balesier. She has outdone herself with this one, Balesier. A common robber with some natural talent for cipher abilities. It has gone to his head. The Batso believes he is the next Antonino, I think. In any case, the world would be well rid of him. Still, he has yielded promising results. His mind is almost perfectly intact. I might even have been able to determine whether there is a merit in his delusions about his soul lineage. But I made the foolish mistake of leaving the man's pistol on my work table. His essence is bound to the weapon rather than the body I undertook to build for him. Even bodiless, this fool seeks to trouble me. I have sealed him within one of the tanks. I will have to proof the machines against free-roaming experiments while I think of a solution. Oh boy.
Something over there.
Stand together!
What?
Yeah, saw that coming.
Hold your ground! Hold your ground!
I'm on the trail.
There we go.
See now
Boy.
what the flame has shown us?
Yes? Yes?
It missed. Huh. Color me surprised. Ooh. My efforts to instill even a child's intelligence into these creations have all failed. Most cannot hold a quill, much less set thoughts to paper. I believed for some time that Subject 63 might have had a breakthrough during his lessons, but I discovered that it has simply been repeating my words without comprehension. These were not enlightened characters while they were in their original skins. Perhaps their essence lacks a fundamental capacity for learning. I have put them to the test in more martial arts, but here too they falter without the benefit of true intelligence. The devil, of course, delights in mocking them. It is like boasting of besting children at combat.
On the hunt.
Okay. I'll go up to the little martial arts arena here.
I'm here.
Hold your ground!
Oh, what was that? It looked like a weapon? Okay, here we are. Exceptional rapier. I think, anyway. Oh, okay, the key to that cell. Alright, back up to the laboratory, I'll trip the trap. And then talk to the entity in the barrel.
I can hold out.
Huh. Wow.
Can't get a good shot.
Zawa is...
Can't get a good shot.
I'm here.
Fell stroke. Okay, quickly save there, then reload the quick save. Because I just want to see how that works. And I'll be back in just a little bit.
I'm here.
Sorry for the delay. I wanted to go get myself some water and check on the squirrel. Well, isn't that a bit of a pisser?
I'm here.
Okay, so that's literally the only way to do it then. Fair enough.
I'm here.
Oh, that is much better.
Yes? Absolutely.
Okay. An elderly man hunches over a cluttered desk in the back of the workshop. His flesh is pulled tightly around thin, fragile-looking bones, except around his neck, where it hangs in loose waddles. He turns as you enter, a scowl already chiseled onto his lined face.
Back again? I told you. Of course, a fresh fool to replace the last fools. What brings you stomping through my workshop, eh?
Seems like you already know.
Straight to business, no nonsense. We appreciate that, don't we?
Anything for a breather from your endless yammering.
You would miss me if I were gone, Aimura. For who would tolerate your barbs and insults? But you come seeking the White Forge, like they all do. Boys with smooth cheeks and wild dreams. Girls with bright ribbons tied next to their scabbards. Old men and women, too, seeking a final blaze of glory before they're snuffed out for another turn at the wheel. Sound familiar?
That's a lot of bitterness. Maybe I should ask you the same thing.
Save your breath. Puh. I have this conversation with every pig-headed swashbuckler those Postenagos and stalwarts send here. Go see Galvino, they say. Surely he'll help you.
Must have slipped their minds what a busy and important fellow you are.
They should have let them stone you. Would have silenced your endless rattling forever.
Then you'd have naught but those frostbitten inbreds for company.
Focus, please. Aldrich said you could help me.
Ah, the only one young enough to have any sense. And since his mother runs that town now, who am I to argue? The villagers and their adventurers hammer and pry at the battery as if they were laying siege to some moldering lord's keep. But those stones were laid by some of the finest builders ever to have lived. Disciples of Abidan in the truest sense. They will not fall by the whims of any kith. And the door itself, it is infused with living essence.
So that's why the dwarves disappeared. They got locked out of their own fortress.
Shoulder, eh? I speak into seriousness.
At least I was able to give them a bit of a
The Pargrunen
laugh.
of Durgan's battery perished within their own keep, victims of a violent disagreement among their own commandants. Surely in the village you have heard stories, no? Disappearing caravans, tracks in the snow, screams from the high towers. The work of spirits still trapped in the battery, and a testament to those impenetrable walls. But the door of the keep, the one the Pargrunen filled with essence, oh, it was made to listen, to recognize its masters.
So I need the door to recognize me.
Traditional Optapo cultures revolved around language. Words revealed who they were and where they were from.
Speak, friend, and enter.
That is why you need a Kantek.
Oh yeah, I believe those are anthems of sorts.
Ah, that's the simple explanation. A Kantek is a statement of purpose, a declaration of identity. Each is unique to its stronghold.
Ooh. Ha! Seal your door with a key of words, and any liar can talk his way through. There's nothing built of words that won't break when the slightest stress is applied.
Thus, to enter a fortress like Durgan's battery, you would stand at the gate and recite its Kantek.
What an incredible tradition.
Verus. A shame the Postonagos here cannot appreciate such elegance. To learn the Kantek, you must speak with one of the dwarves of Durgan's battery. A shame they are all dead, no?
I can see spirits.
But no doubt their souls live on in one or two of the villagers of Stalwart. Like fine wine poured into a cheap pot. But to identify them, that is the first problem. You would need the skills of an animancer.
I'm a watcher.
A watcher? The Verus? If this is true, then you could find a soul descendant from Durgan's battery, no question. But the greater difficulty remains.
Bringing the memory to the surface.
You would have to learn the Kantek from the dormant soul. And to do that, you would have to awaken it.
But this awakening would be permanent, wouldn't it?
Oh, yes. Whoever you awaken will live with the memories and the personality of a past life. Maybe peacefully, maybe not. That is why you must pay attention to the soul you would awaken, no?
This guy's got a real knack for understatement.
It is a monumental thing to impose on another, but these are the very people who wish to rediscover the White Forge, Verus.
So the Kantek is all I need?
Who can say? None have yet opened Durgan's battery. But the ones that came before you, I think they got close. You may wish to find them and see what they discovered.
I found what's left of them. A journal and a tile.
Most interesting. They spent many days at the battery door. This looks like something that once belonged there.
So how would I awaken someone?
An awakening is merely the jolting of a dormant soul into consciousness. When such things happen normally, it is because something has reminded the subject of a past life, often violently so. Thus, to awaken one of the former dwarves of Durgan's battery, you will need to address that soul, preferably by name. But show some care. When you examine these souls, whatever it is you watchers do, you may see images, memories. These are moments of special import. What you see will tell you much about the person, and perhaps the condition in which they awaken. Awaken them from a traumatic memory, and who knows? Maybe they awaken thirsty for blood. Or maybe you awaken someone else. Here, this has been tuned to the Aeon of Durgan's battery. Use it near the villagers, and it should tell you if one has a soul old enough to have come from the battery.
I see. Thank you for your help.
It is a pleasure to have such a courteous guest for a change. A shame you must dirty your boots in Stalwart.
I'm going with him.
You? Go to Stalwart? Is this your macabre sense of humor, or has something gone to rust in that beautiful head I crafted?
No one will bother me while I'm with him. Besides, I can help him find people in Stalwart.
You You haven't been to Stalwart in 13 years. And this Watcher sees souls. What help could you be? Besides, I have need of you here. You owe whatever remains of your wicked life to me.
What's the story between you two?
This charming specimen is a convicted murderer. The Devil of Caroc, she's called.
Mighty fine of you to start with my good qualities, and you wonder why we don't get more visitors.
Killed over a dozen people before they finally caught up to her in Stalwart. Perfect company for lonely camps and mountain passes, no?
Hey, I know how to start a campfire.
The only reason she's not a frozen corpse is because I convinced the old mayor to let me try an experiment.
You put a person's soul into a metal body?
Into a work of art! Look at this! Craftsmanship worthy of a jeweler. Fully articulated joints, capable of grasping a pen and writing her own name.
And of crushing your throat.
Show me another smith anywhere in the Deerwood who is capable of such delicacy and precision. She is a masterpiece.
Why is she called the Devil of Caroc?
She committed her first crime in the village of Caroc. Burned a family alive in their home. Did the same thing in half a dozen other villages, but the name stuck.
Why did you build her?
Why build a fortress, or a village, or anything? To make something that keeps, that... It was the early days of the Legacy. My peers in the colleges of Animancy were filling the Hollowborn with the souls of animals. I thought there was a better way.
One with a plum academy job back in Salona. Don't forget that part.
So it's one of those fights about who cleans the spears that's not really about spears. I take it your experiment didn't go over so well with the rest of the village.
Here we go.
They were going to stone her anyway. Why not allow her to be put to some useful purpose?
My life's ambition. To serve somebody's useful purpose.
I approached Mayor Sinahio and begged. He saw the potential and allowed me the privilege of attempting my little experiment. Then, I accomplished what few animancers have even dreamed of. No academic support, no patron. Just me in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, now you got them all wound up.
I transferred a fully intact soul from a living subject to a fabricated body. She retained her personalities, her memories, all of it.
Just to point out, I've got a throne in Qued Noir that is similar. And then there's the statue in Breckenbury Asylum.
Yet the villagers saw only a stolen corpse.
Aren't you afraid she'll murder you?
She may be mad, but she's no fool. She wouldn't survive long on her own. If the villagers didn't send a hunting party after her, the Eremans would claim her. Her joints and mechanisms require maintenance, and she cannot perform all of it herself.
See, he's reminding me. In case I get any bright ideas.
That's all I wanted
She's
to know.
a fine specimen. Her personality notwithstanding.
I'd like her to travel with me.
Quay? No. You don't know what you ask. This woman, the Devil of Caroc, she was a notorious murderer. Burned people alive all over the region. Besides, she works for me. After all, I am the one who preserved her. Listen, amico. If you're set on trap...
Fine price for a blacksmith striker. Suppose I should be flattered.
And there you have it. A bargain.
Fish, guts, and murder.
May Wal watch your step.
A moment. You are going back to Stalwart, yes?
What favor?
There is a man in the village named Grind, the head fisherman. The rest of Stalwart kisses his feet because he fills their stinking blades with speckleback. But I know he's not as virtuous as he seems.
Seems like you have a history with him.
That self-righteous meddler engineered my eviction from the village. He turned them all against me. Now I want him to feel the scorn of those mush-brained imbeciles.
They called me mad! What exactly do you want me to do?
Humiliate him, of course. Show his neighbors what he truly is, and let him live with the disgrace. He's always been a Ripple sponge addict. Just got good at hiding it once his sainted sister died and left him in charge of the fishery. But he keeps a stash in the fishery, sneaks in at night when the others have gone home, and emerges sluggish and red-eyed a few hours later. I want you to expose him. Do not answer me now. But when you return to that... Besides, you appreciate... But be sure to approach the fishery by night, when it's empty. They will give you no end of trouble if they see you stealing during the day. Other projects, they are none of your concern. For years, I've been trying to create another like the Devil of Caroc. Yet those post-Tenacos in Stalwart destroyed my machinery. Now, I can only create these broken, mindless things. The Devil remains my most perfect creation. Smugglers, slavers, fugitives, the kind of riffraff that pass this way. Rarely missed. I can't present the Devil of Caroc to the academies, can I? A mad woman and a murderer? No. I need to bring a success. Something else? Quay. As would I, but there is little to tell. They never gave their names. But they seem to know more about the battery than the others. Their hands were smooth and marked with ink, not scars.
Oh yeah, the leaden
They
key.
traveled light. You're the one. You must find a soul descent. When you find such as must the god something else?
Okay.
Right here.
Why did you want to come with me?
Stalwart's great this time of year. Beareth spells in bloom for a good 5 days, and the mountain squall actually blows the fish stench away from town. Better than staying at Galvino's, anyway.
Galvino said you murdered several people before he transferred you.
Effigy's eyes, that man loved to talk.
Did you really do it?
Yeah.
Tell me why you killed those people.
If it's sane and logical reasoning you're wanting, you're gonna be disappointed. Ain't no sense in any of it.
If you're going to travel with me, I need to understand this. Or, actually, no. Maybe I believe there's something good in you.
Mayhap you've heard of Coldmore. Was a quiet, forgettable patch of the woods. Till a pack of rabid clodhoppers set it afire.
Coldmore, and if I recall right, yeah, that was where the purges started. Fuck me. She was one of the first victims, wasn't she? You're upset.
A farmer on the other side of the mountains woke up one day with his head all aflame and took it for the gibbering speech of his god. And so did a few thousand of his countrymen. So when he tired of Vorlus fields and marched west, a horde of armed hicks followed.
You're talking about Widewind and the Saints' War.
Bunch of fool nonsense is what I'm talking about. But others have called it the same. If you know that much, then you've heard of Cold Morn. Ours was the village that let a few thousand of Widewind's troops pass through.
I guess you didn't have much choice.
Try telling a few hundred crazed Deer Woodens.
Yeah.
We got news of the raid Sarens coming through the mountains. Begged the Duke for help, we did. Didn't send us so much as a bare-ass novitiate. They went to towns with full coffers and lofty connections. So we let Widewind soldiers pass. Left him for the Duke to wrangle on his own terms.
So Cold Morn was purged in retaliation.
Was after the Godhammer made a fine grit out of Widewind, when Deerwoodens were running on rage and looking for something to burn.
Yeah.
They came at dark. Hundreds of folk. Every one of them mourning someone lost in the war.
Okay, she is a lot more sympathetic than what he was portraying her as.
Must have decided it was our duty to escort their dead back to the wheel. They didn't light their torches till they had us surrounded. Time we saw them, there was a ring of fire closing around us.
Shit.
I woke. Ran to the window. Whole village were a maze of flames. Couldn't see nothing for the smoke. And the screams. Most ran for the streets. Got caught by the mob. Others hid, let their houses burn down around them.
What did you do to survive?
Ran. Fought. hid, burned. Same as my neighbors and family. Just luckier.
That's terrible.
You're the only person in the Deerwood who thinks so. Me, I'm surprised the Duke didn't make our massacre a festival day.
So what does that have to do with your crimes?
Hunting down the men and women what took part. Thought that much was clear.
But you only killed people who attacked Coldmorn, right?
Sure. You want me to tell you straight? I found the men and women what destroyed my village, and I burned their houses down around them.
Even if...
Sometimes they was alone, and sometimes they wasn't.
What exactly did you hope to accomplish?
It were a mob that destroyed our village. But it was just one man that burned my family's house. Kept hoping I'd get to him as I was working my way through the rest of those maggots. No matter now, I suppose.
What was your life like before the Saints' War?
There weren't much to say about it. By my reckoning, that means it was pretty good. Ma was a trapper, taught me to set snares and dress game. Dad was a tinker. I never had his patience, but it were fun to watch him work. My brothers and sister, they was good folk too. Part of me's glad they ain't here to see me now.
You and Galvino have an unusual relationship.
Only kind to have with someone like him. Or me.
Ever consider murdering him?
Every day. Just kept putting it off. It's not like either of us was going anywhere.
How long have you two known each other?
Around about 13 years. Too long, you ask me.
He claimed he made you.
He'd spread butter on bread and claim he made something. Never been accused of modesty, that man.
I'm kind of liking her.
He managed to stuff my soul into this heap of bronze, true enough. Maybe that makes him a genius. Also makes him a son of a bitch.
You resent him.
No other way to feel about the man who flayed my living soul.
What exactly did you do for him?
Looked after his tools, cleaned the workshop, swung the sledgehammer. Oh, and snatched up travelers for his soul tinkering.
Those other golems, you mean?
But don't you worry. They were all bad folk.
Thank you for telling me.
Just so you know, you got a real professional working for you. Yeah, I've had enough of him too.
I get the feeling you're not welcome in Stalwart.
I got a reputation. People in these little villages ain't the most open-minded.
Did you murder someone here?
Not yet.
Alright, I can get up to... Actually, do I have any int... Nope, don't have any int bonuses, so... Let's see. 11th level rogue. Hatchet, spear, quarterstaff, hunting bow. Let's see here. Oh, shit.
I'm here.
Yeah, I gotta admit, I did not expect her to be that sympathetic in her motivations. Especially given some of the
You must
kith
gather
I've come
your party
across
before venturing forth.
in this game through the playthrough. Alright, so let's see. Bandits further north. Yeah, I suppose the traps are as much for others' safety as it is for his own.
I'll keep an eye out. Ain't that special?
I was hoping for another gift bearer. They always carry surprises, and we love surprises. By we, of course, I mean me and this. We'll be quick. Try to stay still. Cute. Ooh. Alright, Zawa, get down there to help Durance. St. Edwin's Redeemer. Ooh. St. Grimoire. Oh, hey, a journal. Oh, gift bearer notebook.
I'd be glad to.
Oh, and if I find something good, you can have half.
Huh. Okay, Morning Star, so... Barbarian, Fighter, and Paladin. Ooh, that is a nice little
I'm
effect,
here.
though.
Oh, and if I find something good, you...
I will walk unseen.
The Lungrafoth. Presumably, anyway. Yep. There we go.
I'll take a look. I'll take a look.
Okay, they ran inside.
I'll see what...
As to whether they were running from something or to something is a little ambiguous at the moment. All I know is what they did, no idea why they did.
That caravan must have had a half-ton of steel. Coinmaster Zoltan's finally getting his way.
For now, the other commandants will have his head.
Only if they don't tear each other to pieces first. I heard Maroon and Exandru.
Shh. Last thing I want is to get on Maroon's bad side.
Fine, just say the words then. I'm getting hoarse.
Okay, so yeah, the password to enter.
I'll see what's ahead.
Folk round here say the batteries swallowed more adventurers than the ogres.
Light,
Thought you'd
flame,
wanna
and
know.
sound.
Alright, so found out what I could from that one anyway. Pardon me, I really didn't... There we go. There we go.
Devil went down!
Holy shit.
I'm here.
What the hell was that about? Forgotten Tear of the Beloved. Ooh.
Certainly.
Shit.
I'm on the trail.
Let's see what we got.
Slow and silent.
Unconquerable. Focus gain. I think that's probably supposed to... Sorry about that. But yeah, I have a feeling that is supposed to read like Cypher only for that one. Because to my knowledge, they're the only party that has focus. Like, as a mechanic. Looking inward chime.
I'm on the trail.
Alright, quick save and then into the battery watchtower. Oh, okay. Oh! Stormcaller. Okay. Oh, here we are. Hunting bow. Awesome. And I believe... Yep. Absolutely.
Yes?
I'll keep an eye out.
Well, glad I climbed up there. Alright, back to the village.
I'm here.
Actually.
I'm here.
Alright, back to Stalwart, and it'll be, I think, 15? Actually, how the... Are you able to wait for a certain amount of time? I think there might be a way.
Think I'd miss this place. Had that much right. Old.
The fires where I come from reduce metal to shapeless liquid. It's where your kind belongs, along with all the other abominations of animancy.
I'm here.
This came out of the thermal pearl. Society is no more, and Meslev, the Sisterhood of the Slaked Skull, is dead. Disciples of the True Flame and Old Dunrid Hunting Lodge. Yeesh. Okay, so I think I'm kind of doing both 1 and 2 of the I lost my train of thought. Yeah, the White March expansions 1 and 2, I believe.
I take it you've met Galvino.
How much did the old snake pay you, Sina Hiod?
Maestro Galvino and I came to an agreement. It was for the good of Stalwart. I thought...
You thought you'd let a killer walk among us?
Oh, hell.
Let's go.
Enough.
Glad I'm not the only one who knows not to trust your kind, Watcher. You do well not to trust hers.
What's on your mind?
Something else you need?
Yeah, I can understand why he'd be a... Huh, only 19 copper was lost to bandits. Nice. To the water line. I'll go with... Yeah, I'm thinking Kana. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one.
You look like you've been in the wilds.
I know you're
See
smuggling.
my wagon out there?
I know you're smuggling Sfef, Vera.
Shh. Keep it down, will you? Look, you seem forthright, but I couldn't just announce my business, could I? Even you've got to understand that. I'm just trying to get out of town before some ogre or fishman or starving snow-addled hunter sticks a blade in my gut. More important, I gotta make good on my deal with the supplier. Ain't someone I'm eager to disappoint.
I won't help you peddle this poison. Give up your wicked trade, Vera.
You... Fine. Guess I'm stuck here. Because I don't dare face my supplier empty-handed. Hope you're happy.
A good haul. Here we are.
Hello, sir.
Got rid of that little fella. Anyway, what brings you back?
Yep.
You all right? I won't serve you if you're already drunk, you know. Nothing like a...
Farewell.
There we go. Holy shit, I got a lot of level ups there. Alright, so myself, surprisingly, well, not surprisingly necessarily, but yeah. I'm thinking lore. Shielding touch, that'd be kind of a nice one. Actually, I'm gonna hold... Yeah, I'm holding off on my level up. Zawa. Yeah, I think he's already got peasant. Interrupting blows. Let's see. Oh, implements. Yeah, I think that.
Didn't think there was anything more than lice and hoarfrost to these folk, but you had a look back there. What do you find when you're rooting around like that?
The fabric of a soul.
Yeah? And I'll bet you could do the same to anyone in this village. Easy as looking at them.
Why do you want to know?
Mayhap I'm looking for someone. Woodcutter by the name of Harmka.
Tell me why you want to find Harmka.
So I can kill him. Wrap my fingers around his throat till he's as cold as his wretched village.
He was the one that ID'd you.
He was one of them. The mob that destroyed Cold Morn. I tracked him to Stalwart years ago, but got caught before I could finish my business.
It's been 13 years, and you're still after him?
We all gotta have something that gets us out of bed in the morning. This man, Harmka. I saw him outside my house the night it burned, staring into the flames the way I seen you stare into souls. I knew it were a fool's errand trying to hunt down every man and woman that carried a torch into Cold Morn. But if I knew I got the one responsible for my kin and my hearth, I might could rest easy.
How can you be so sure about this Harmka fellow?
I took a good long look that night. Ours was a little place with a yellow door right on the edge of town. He was there. Besides, I asked around when I first got to Stalwart. Townsfolk said that all the woodcutters in town took part in the purge. Point of pride for them. I told you he was part of the mob. I spotted him watching my house when it burned. But when we find him, I want to know if he's the one responsible for my home, my parents, and my brothers and sister. I never thought I'd have the chance to know for sure. But you could look into his soul and find out. you being a watcher and all.
I'll do what I can.
Mighty fine of you. Mighty fine indeed. Don't know where he dallies these days, but someone in Stalwart could tell us. People from little villages, they always know. Just 'cause I'm made of metal don't mean I got any special fondness for smiths and forges.
Any thoughts on which villagers I should check?
Long as we get to Harmka, we can search whoever you please. Let me know if you need someone in a chinlock.
You've a rare eye for talent, Caroc. You know anything about it?
No more than what Galvino already told you.
Remember any of the other expeditions?
Yeah, nothing specific. Everyone looks about the same when they got their fingers up their noses. Only the last group, one before you, there was something different about them. Couldn't put my finger on it, but it was dangerous. Almost felt the hair on the back of my neck. Ain't felt that way about anyone else walking through Galvino's door, that's for sure. Murder, tracking, and the...
I'm here.
Oh, actually, that's what I was thinking of. Let's see, weapon focus. Great sword. Okay, so she is getting the St. Edwin's Redeemer. Ho ho ho, gaw. That is lovely right there. Let's see, +2 lore. Oh, that is a lovely little look right there. Yeah, honestly, I think it looks better on her than me. And what the hell did I have on? Oh, there it is. Cannot be unequipped. Fair enough. I'm not that shocked by it.
Certainly.
Really? Ooh. Yeah, I mean, that looks honestly quite awesome on her. Let's see, sworn enemy. Healing chain. Powered interdiction. Better accuracy. Oh, actually... Yeah, I'm thinking gutter. And Aloth. Arcane Reflection. Oh, I get 2. Chain Lightning. Capricious Hex. And Spell Mastery. Okay, only lasts 10 seconds. Only 2-meter radius, though. 20. So, might be late enough, might not be.
Hey there. Let me know if you need anything.
Know anything about a man called Harmka?
Harmka. Saw him head out some time ago.
Well, what are we waiting for?
The only way to be free of revenge is to never pursue it. Turn the other way and never look back.
Is there anything else? Take care. Hey there. Not so brave now, are you? What? Did I spill something on myself?
Oil.
Arda.
It's past midnight. Go! To raid Ceres, or Defiance Bay, or fucking Air Glonfoth. I don't care!
Oh, no.
I'll tell them. Mayor Sina healed. The neighbors. Everyone.
Oh, no.
About what?
The stealing. You think I haven't noticed the money missing from the fishery coffers? Or heard Tana talk about losing a golden duke? You can't be found when there's work to do, but every time those merchant wagons roll into town, you've got coin enough for a few bags of ripple sponge.
No, it's not.
Oh, God.
Stalwart tolerates your sponge habit, but they won't abide your thieving.
You won't.
I will.
Oh, you fucking cock!
You take shelter in our village and then ransack it like a common thief? You better explain yourself.
You killed your sister in a drugged up haze. Galvino told me you were a ripple sponge addict. Seems you're much more than that.
Any who put stock in the ravings of that bitter old fool deserve all the trouble they get.
You killed your sister Arda right here in this room.
Worth coming back for this alone.
It was an accident. I was a failure and a wretch then. But I never would have killed anyone. Least of all my own kin. I gave her body to the lake. But I kept her bracelet. To remember the cost of my own weakness. I ain't asking for forgiveness. I know I don't deserve any. My penance is my work on behalf of the village. And they need it, truly. You've seen the shape this place is in. Have mercy on Stalwart, if not on me. Let me do the work Arda would have done. That's my debt to Stalwart, and the only fitting way to honor my sister.
That's not for you to decide. You owe it to Arda, and to Stalwart, to tell the truth about her death.
Kept thinking I could get by this way. But I guess you're right. It's time they knew the truth about me.
Whew. That took a much harsher turn than I had thought it would. I mean, damn. Let's see. Saber and... Oh, shit. Wizard, Druid, Monk. Ooh. And I've... Yeah, quarterstaff, so... I'm gonna see real quick first, though. 21 to 30. Yeah, it's not worth that one. I'll wait on Heravius for that one. But let's see here. Yeah, I kind of like that better. Let's see. Spell Tongue. I'm thinking maybe 2 rapiers. I know I've got... Yep, saber and rapier. But yeah, I did not anticipate that at all. Rapier. Oh, damn it. Oh, it's only +6 accuracy. Oh, 2 weapon style. There we go. That's a good one.
I'm ready.
Because she's a construct? Okay, so how the hell do I do anything there?
I'm here.
Well, he's gonna be... He's definitely going to be surprised.
Absolutely.
Just not sure to what degree. Oh yeah.
I hope you've had some luck, and do take care with that device. It has a few rather
Didn't find any ore
delicate
deposits, but I did find this.
What? So it works? What a day! But why these gems? I didn't think the device would be able to pick up inert Audra. Fascinating. I have to study this further, but all the same, it worked! At last, a breakthrough! With that Audra to work from, I can refine the enchantments. We'll be digging up iron, gold, Audra, all of it.
Happy to help.
This is going to change everything. Oh, and I won't leave you empty-handed, of course. Here, I had this set aside. I won't forget all you've done for me. They'll...
Oh. Oh yeah, I had to level up, that's right. Oh yeah, Aloth. You get to look through a couple of new grimoires here. Oh, what am I doing? There's his. Boy, Wall of Force apparently is a very common one.
I'm here.
Oh, on the plus side, I did manage to find that.
Father wants me to stay inside for a time.
Welcome.
Aw. I'd guess it'll be the dwarf in the far left house.
You follow the goddess of fire doesn't mean you need to literally consume everything you come across.
The fire is a favor I grant to those I meet. It makes them stronger, or it ends them mercifully if not.
The remaining unemptied beer steins of the Deerwood quake in fear. I'm ready.
I'm here.
Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I do? Top quality?
Yeah, definitely need to get some rest. Alright, over to Harmka. And, oh shit, I do need to get her back in, don't I? Actually, does Zawa have any... Let's see... Trials of Durance... Paladin and Twin Elms... Grieving Mother... Burden of Memory... Okay, so yeah, I can swap out Zawa for Maneha? Mainha?
Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I top?
Very well.
There.
Lead the way.
Actually, where's S-Stock? Yeah, sure.
I'd be glad to.
Alright, up into there. Closing in on the 2-hour mark.
Got to speak up? My
Yep. Holy.
Sinove, please. If we go now, we can get behind the barricade. We won't do any good here.
Uh-huh. Oh, God.
We're gonna go down fighting. Anyone who feels differently can settle it with me right now.
Shit. Yeah, looking for someone different. Because, fuck me. That would be way too volatile, one to consider, I think. Did I read? I'm trying to remember if I had read. Wait, did I seriously just gain another level? Wait, how much experience did I just get there? Oh, no, I didn't level myself up at all yet. That's right. Huh. Let's see, Arcane Reflection. Yeah, not that one. In a cone. And Noble was the one before. Utility, maybe? No. Well, actually, Field Triage, maybe. I'm thinking Dangerous Implement. Considering just how nice that one is. Alright. Another save. Over to the Russet Wood for, Harm Key. Huh, yeah, almost 1 a.m. Glad I took that nap earlier today, which is why I got a late start on the stream. Let's see, felling trees. Woodcutter's Grove. Glad I looked. It's him. Harmkey. I remember that weak chin and those knobbly knees. You'd best get a handle on her, Kazragar.
How goes? Oroc's shadow. What's that wicked thing doing here?
She's my allies.
It's a killer! Look, we don't want no trouble. Just trying to do our work. We'd be much obliged if you'd leave us be. And take that thing with you.
Ah. It's not that simple. He's not responsible for what happened to your family. I've looked into his soul. Oh boy.
Almost 15 years I've been looking for him. Now I'd rather we never cross tracks.
You spared him. You should feel good about it. Why?
Used to be I had something to hunger for. Stung at me night and day, but at least it was something. Now there's nothing. Not even that burn of wanting something. Just that look on his face.
What look?
Horror? Fear? No. More than that. After Cold Morn, folk used to leer at my burns, full of disgust. Or they'd realize who I was, and then it was the terror. Maybe hate. But this... the way Harmka looked at me. The way I've seen near everyone but you and Galvino look at me. All it did was remind me.
Of what?
That this is a madman's fever dream. Like a prison. But no, because in a prison, you lay your head down and you feel the straw soft beneath you. Your flesh prickling in the cold, black bread crumbling on your tongue.
You're right. That sounds awful.
I still dream I'm folk. I wake up some mornings wondering why I can't feel the floor beneath me. Thinking I must have fallen and gone crippled. But then I lift my head, see a bronze corpse stretching out in front of me.
I'm sorry you have to go through that.
It's not pity I want, it's a choice. I dreamed too of what Galvino did that night. Those moments. I'd endure another Cold Morn if it'd spare me this fate. It ain't going anywhere.
Okay, saving here. Because I want to see what happens if I tell her that, yes, he did. Because he was the one that threw the torch inside, but it's one of those where he wasn't responsible because it was basically him acting to save his own hide.
At once.
Though at the same time, that also makes it a little more repugnant that he would happily sacrifice others to do so.
How goes? Caroc Shadow. What's that wicked thing doing here?
Why are you so nervous?
It's a killer! We'd be much obliged.
Who are you?
Just a woodcutter. Ask anyone in Stalwart. They'll tell you.
Harmkeep, do you remember the village of Coldmorn?
Everyone does. Let the raid Sarens into the Deerwood. What's that got to do with anything?
He burned down your house.
What did you say?
What did it feel like? The torch in your hand, the blade you carried. What did they feel like? Ah, shit. Yeah, I really should have expected, honestly.
I'm here.
Yep, that's exactly why. That didn't actually cause any...
Almost 15 years I've been looking for him. All that fretting and wondering. And the deed's over in less time than it takes to tell.
I hope Humka's death has brought you peace.
Peace. Now there's a funny word for it. I killed a lot of folk in my time. Felt their blood slick in my hands. Smelled their flesh as it burned. And I always used to imagine what it would be like to have Harmka under my knife. Feeling his breath come hot and fast. Smelling the fear ooze out of him.
And?
Couldn't feel a thing. His fading pulse weren't no more than a powder of rain to me.
What do you mean?
This body, it weren't made for feeling. Gouging my fingers into Harmka's wasting flesh, his screams just buzzing in my skull. All it did was remind me.
What?
That this is a madman's fever dream. Like a prison, but no, because in a prison, you lay your head down. I'd trade 'em all if I could feel the snow cold around my ankles. I still dream on folk. But then I lift my head, see a bronze corpse stretching out in front of me.
At least you're alive. That's something.
I dream too of what Galvino did that night. It ain't going anywhere.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go with the one where I lied to her regarding the truth of the matter. Whew. Yeah, I gotta admit, for a serial killer, she's actually got a far more relatable backstory than what I had anticipated. Like, it's not just murder hobo, it's, yeah, these people fucking ruined my life. They deserve what they get.
That maybe those dukes sent you here to screw things up?
It takes a paranoid mind to dream up a scenario where that makes any sense.
Hate to piss on your daisies, but them dukes will sell you out when it suits them.
My life is theirs. I don't question how it will end, so long as it ends
What if it's in service to the
Republics.
Dukes? Rather than the Republics. Tell me about how Galvino transferred you to this body.
Happened after I got caught snooping around town. Someone got a look at me and my burns and figured out who I was. When a crowd of them came for me in the dark of night, I was only surprised it had taken them so long. Only they didn't march me to no gallows. No. They snuck me to another house on the edge of town, real sneaky-like. That's where I met Galvino.
Galvino was living in Stalwart at the time?
True enough. This was before the locals gave him the boot. Still weren't a popular fellow, though. He was fiddling with some machinery in his workshop. Had his sleeves rolled up even though it was cold enough to see your breath. Never actually looked at me until he started fitting some copper helmet over my head. By that time, the mayor's goons had me trussed up good and tight. Galvino was having himself a grand time barking orders at that lot.
What did the mayor have to do with this?
He'd agreed to hand me over to Galvino for an experiment. Claimed it was a fair punishment, but the townfolk weren't too pleased at being denied their stone pitching. Didn't help that they heard the jangle of copper in that deal. In the end, that's what sent Galvino and the old mayor packing. So while Galvino's fastening that helmet over my head and them copper bands around my arms, I'm starting to look at his contraption. And that's when I see it. It's this metal suit strapped into the machine just like me. A cold, dead-eyed thing, all done up with fancy carvings and such.
Did you know what they intended?
I had this terrible cold feeling in my gut, but I still couldn't figure.
Kudos to the voice actress, by the way. She's actually portraying this very
I start
well.
asking Galvino and the rest of them what's going on, but they're too busy to answer. Then suddenly, they're waiting, staring at me with that fixed, horrified look. But they ain't watching me. They're watching for something to happen. Galvino tells the woman nearest the machine to flip the handle. And then, just pain. Being torn apart every which way, feeling my soul peeled from my body. By the time I came to, I couldn't feel a thing. Just this dull, distant sort of ache.
I heard the old man cackling and chattering. When I saw him living over me, looking down at me with hungry eyes, I tried to scream. Tried to swing at him.
I think that was when I knew.
How could anyone put another person through something so terrible?
I reckon I'm the wrong person for that. But if it cools your conscience, Galvino didn't get off easy. The rest of Stalwart didn't take kindly to having a killer in their midst, nor to seeing their mayor and the Ornery Valians strike a secret deal. They drove Galvino out, destroyed a fortune in machinery, and wrote a letter to the Academy in Salona, ruining what was left of his name. Still, he's lucky he didn't get a pelting. The old mayor fled too, and Stalwart's been as snug and cheery as ever.
Now that we've dealt with Harmco, why have you stuck around?
You're better company than Galvino. Been a while since I were out in the world. Guess I'm keen on seeing more of it. Even if I'm stuck with a bleeding heart. Anyways, I've been wondering about that fortress.
Durgan's Battery? What about it?
Near everyone thinks it'll have just the thing they need. Those villagers wanted to fix up their brook downtown. Galvino always thought it carried some great secret of Animanson. And all them adventurers came looking for fancy gear.
Could be any of those things.
Yeah, maybe. I just figured, with those dwarves being expert smiths and all, maybe they had something to unmake me. Put me back into my body.
At best, you'd be a vampire. Come to think of it, that might suit you.
You got a real knack for finding the upside.
Certainly.
Okay, I think that's it for the time being. So thank you all for joining me. And I will see you sometime tomorrow for, well, I guess today, but 1 a.m., so it's a little weird that way. But anyway, I will see you all later. Have a nice night and pleasant dreams.